My dear brothers and sisters, as we continue with the seal judgments, let us keep in mind the pattern. Each seal is opened by the Lamb, Jesus Christ, and each rider or vision is given power only within the limits set by God. The first two seals showed us false peace and war. Now we see what follows naturally in times of global chaos: famine and death. Seal 3, the black horse. Famine. Revelation 6:5-6. When he opened the third seal, I heard the third living creature say, "Come and see." So I looked, and behold, a black horse, and he who sat on it had a pair of scales in his hand. And I heard a voice in the midst of the four living creatures saying, "A quart of wheat for a denarius, and 3 quarts of barley for a denarius, and do not harm the oil and the wine." Beloved friends, the rider on the black horse carries a pair of scales, symbolizing rationing and economic collapse. A denarius, a full day's wage, buys only a meager measure of wheat or barley. Hunger grips the land, and survival becomes a daily struggle. But notice the limit: do not harm the oil and the wine. This shows us that even in judgment, God sets boundaries. The famine cannot consume everything. God restrains destruction, preserving life, and leaving mercy in the midst of wrath. Seal 4, the pale horse, death. Revelation 6:7-8. When he opened the fourth seal, I heard the voice of the fourth living creature saying, "Come and see." So I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and the name of him who sat on it was Death, and Hades followed with him. And power was given to them over a fourth of the earth, to kill with sword, with hunger, with death, and by the beasts of the earth. Oh, my dear brothers and sisters, here rides the most dreadful horseman yet, the pale horse. Its rider is named Death, and Hades follows close behind. Together, they bring devastation by war, famine, pestilence, and even wild beasts. But again, do not miss the limit. Power was given to them over a fourth of the earth. Not the whole earth, not unchecked destruction, only a portion by God's decree. Even death itself rides only where God permits. Closing of Series 2. So, my friends, in these seals we see famine and death unleashed. Yet even here, God's sovereign hand sets the boundaries. The horsemen are fierce, but their reign is limited by God's authority. Join me in the next series as we look at Seal 5 and Seal 6, where the scene shifts to the heavenly altar and the heavens themselves, showing us that God remembers his martyrs and shakes the very cosmos in response.